Hello, welcome to Win Some Loosemore. My name is Dieter and you join me again for Why I Like, a series of videos where I take you through some of the games in our collection and I tell you why I like them. Today we are looking at a game called Spirits of the Forest. Now Spirits of the Forest is a 1 to 4 player abstract tile choosing, tile drafting, almost set collection game that has a mode for 2 to 4 player and then a solo variant as well. So why don't I show you what they look like and we'll come back and I'll tell you why I like Spirits of the Forest. I'm going to show you a couple of different setups. This is for the 2 to 4 player version, and as you can see we've currently got 3 players set up here. The board is always the same no matter the player count when in the multiplayer game, and we start with it all shuffled. You lay it out 4 rows of 12, and then through the middle there we lay some of these bonus tokens which are hidden, which each have a different symbol on to match one of the creatures or elements, or it might be a plus sign like this, which I'll explain later. But we start with a V of those on the board and we just take it in turns taking available tiles. Now to score you want to have the majority of any kind, and on the tile itself it will show at least 2 if not 3 different things. The things it will always have is one of the, there we go, little creatures there, and a number. The number is how many of those creatures exist, not how many tiles exist, just how many creatures of it exist. And then some of them, if they have only one creature, also have one of the sun, moon or fire things. There's fire, at least I think it's fire. And then on your turn, like the kind of mahjong game that you get on computers, you can only take one of the side ones that is available. You can't take from the top. It has to be available from its long edge, and you can take up to 2 symbols of the same creature. And in this example there aren't any like that, so I could take this, which just gives me 2 of the creature. If I took this one, no. If I took this one, I'd only be getting 1 of the creature, which means I could take another tile if there was one available with one of these, but I can't, there isn't one, so I won't do that. Let's force an opponent to let me take one of these, so I'm just going to take these gorilla looking things here. A double is okay. That's my whole turn. Now I've made a new one available. Now this person gets to look and go, oh, what do I want to do? I don't want to take that because that would make those 2 available. Don't want to take that because that would take those 2 available. That would give somebody the special tile. I'm going to take the double one down here. And more and more and more become available. Orange player goes, oh, I've spotted a move that this person didn't. Here I get to take this one because it's only got 1 creature on. Therefore I get to take this one as well, meaning I have taken the maximum allowance of 2 of 1 creature. And we would stack these up. Having made new ones available, this one goes, I want to see what this special tile is, so they take this one, it gives them a double. And now they secretly get to look at this, which is brilliant for them because it is, if it focuses, the gorilla type that they had already. Now at the end of the game, this counts as a bonus 1, so if there's a tie, this person is going to win because they have more, but also whoever has the majority, you score as many points as you have of that thing, so this just gives you extra points. Now you can draw as you've seen, but also on your turn, what I haven't done that you can do is after you've drawn, as this person has now done, you can take one of your little gems and place it somewhere on the board to reserve that tile. Now they kind of want to go all out on the gorilla things and don't want other people to get it, so they'll put their gem here. And so that means in a future round they can just take that, but oops, this one's secret, nobody else knows what your bonus tiles are. If this person now wants to take this one, because there's already a gem on it, they need to discard one of their gems from the game. This person gets their gem back to take that one. That would be the only way they could do that, is by discarding one. And so that +1 tile that I showed you earlier just allows you, if you've had one of these in secret, you flip it over, you get one of your gems back that you have discarded. And so this just goes on and on and on until it is all finished, until everybody has taken everything that's available, so there'll be no tiles left. Flip over these, see what you got, and as I say, you look through the majority. So let's just do a pretend. There we go. This person got that one. This person got that one. We'll just do it with the orange snakes for now. So everybody counts up. They've got 2 symbols. They've got 1. This person has 2, 4, 5. So this person has majority and would score 5 points. You can either do this on pen and paper, and some of the Kickstarter specials that we got, or if you get the deluxe box, there is a pen and paper, but the base game even comes with just this tracker to check the scores. And so the way we use it, I don't think it actually says in the rules how you're supposed to use it. For each one, you just literally add it on. You go, oh, I'm on 5 points. They're on nothing. If we now did these little guys, they'd get 2 points because they've got 2, and so on and so on. So then I'm now on 13 points, and then 27 points, and so on and so on. So that's how we use it. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. But you count that up, and then once you've done all the different things, you then count up to exactly the same, but readjust it and put them in columns of the moons, the fire, and the sun, and exactly the same. Whoever has majority scores however many they have. So that is it for the multiplayer. Let's have a look at what the one player looks like. So the game for solo is very similar. We set it up still in the 4 rows of 12, but now only the outer edge ones are the right way up. The rest are on the back, showing off the nice art on it. And it works now that you are against a fictional other person, and this score tracker now becomes this one player thing. And so we've taken out a lot of the tokens or the pluses because there's no gems in solo, and the different element powers, so it's just the creatures, and we take 3 random ones, we put 2 face down and 1 face up, the rest go out of the game. So the face up one is mine as the human player. This will be the one that I have a bonus of, and our aim is to win in every category, or at least draw in every category. And so it works almost identically, except when I take one for myself, the opponent automatically gets the one from the opposite side. So my first move is probably going to be to take this one, because there's only 5 in the game and there are 2 there, so I would take this one, but that means that the opponent gets this, so I'm no longer just keeping track of what I'm getting, but what the opponent is getting as well. And we then very carefully flip over the new available ones. You always know which ones are available because they're face up, and I have to go through that same process again. Ooh, I need one of those as well. I win on those, so let's ignore that one for now. Let's go for this. We can afford to let them have that, so I will take this double to give them that one, and we flip over the 2 sides. Ooh. And so choices get trickier and trickier. You're going through. At the end of the game, you get the majority. You get the +1 in this, which probably helps you get the majority. You can choose, if you've got the majority anyway, to discard it to get a bonus 5 points if you so choose. And then these face down ones, you can play it in a couple of different ways. Either they're just there, and then if you choose, if you're confident that you're going to win and you want to track your scoring, you can flip them over, give them to your opponent, so they would get one of the red ones and one of these little mushroom crab things, so they'd get a bonus in those. You can give them to the opponent to get a bonus 10 points, or the way that I play it is they just get those as well, which factors into the scoring, which makes it just that little bit harder, because I don't bother with whether I score or not, just if I win or not, because you have to have the majority in every creature type, and that's it. If you manage to do that, you have won. If you don't manage to do that, you lose. You keep flipping over until only 1 row is left. At that point is when you score, whereas in the multiplayer game, you score once all the tiles have been taken. So why do I like Spirits of the Forest? Well, firstly, I think it's really pretty. I think the artist, I'm going to say this wrong, probably Nathalie Dombois, has done a brilliant job. It just looks really nice. Given that it is an abstract game, the theme doesn't really matter because it's a set collection thing. The art itself is even a bit abstract and a bit strange, but the colours are just really nice. The palette's lovely. The art on the back, this creature itself, to me looks like the forest spirit from Princess Mononoke. But I don't know. It just looks really nice to me. It plays really simply. We've played it in 2 and 3 player. I've played solo several times. I enjoy it. It's not an in-depth game solo. It's just an interesting little puzzle. Allows you just to think, because you have to balance out, if I take this one then they definitely get that one. Whereas in the 2, 3, 4 player, if I take this, I have no idea what the other players are going to choose. All the information is there. In the multiplayer, it's the gems are a really cool mechanic. Being able to reserve something, but it's not guaranteed it's going to be yours. Someone could take it from you, but then it costs them a gem to do so, whereas you would get yours back regardless. Those bonus tokens add a nice little touch of not quite randomness, but hidden knowledge. So I think I've planned mine out right, and then all of a sudden, they took just that one that they needed to have beaten me in it or draw, so we both get the points. The score tracker works thing, the little strip works. I was pleased that we got the bonus Kickstarter content, so we got the proper pad and paper, because that's just how my brain works. It's easier for me to write down each category and total it. You can do that on any pad and paper, you don't need the bonus stuff. But it came part of the pledge anyway. This is a really small, simple game. We took it to Canada with us when we went, and we played, we taught Kirsty's dad. I played it a few times on my own. And it's just a nice little simple travel game. The box says 20 minutes. Yeah, probably. You can play again. You don't have to. It's just a nice thing. It looks nice on the table. The colours pop out. Because it's symbol based, it doesn't matter if you're colourblind. You can see everything as well. Sometimes which gem colour you use or who you're playing against, you need to be a little bit careful. There's a green and a blue that are a bit similar, but we found that they're distinct enough mostly, but just be aware of that. But the actual tiles themselves, because it's the symbols, not the colour that's necessary, it works very well. As I say, it's pretty, it's relatively inexpensive. I'll put a link below if we can find it, if you want to find it yourself. Yeah, not like a wow, this is a best game ever, but definitely a win. This was a really nice surprise when it came through from the Kickstarter. I was pleased how much we liked it, pleased how much Kirsty liked it. I would recommend this one if you're looking for just a very simple, abstract, just sit down for 20 minutes, just sitting there picking up things, counting up. It's nice to win, it doesn't matter. It's nice interfering with those gems, but you don't have to. Yeah, it's just a lovely little game that, to me, looks beautiful. So that is why I like Spirits of the Forest. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to this channel if you don't already, and hit the bell icon so you stay notified when we put out new videos. You can find us on Facebook. There we have a page where we post some of our other videos. Do check that out. You can follow us on Twitter at WSomeElmore. We are now on Instagram as well. Just search us up. You will find us. Win some, lose more. I have been Dieter. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.